Hello, hello, hello. We should be live. What is going on, everybody? I hope your day is going well. I hope my audio levels are well as well, because I am. It is Friday. We are going to be trying to do several things here. The idea is that I am going to play a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends because I have yet to start up and do my daily tasks there, as well as trying to handle some um, technical issues that I am running into with this sound software. Um, yeah, that's the idea for today's live stream. It is going to just be a casual Friday live stream. So, we're just going to be doing a whole bunch of different stuff. We can do it in 4K as well. Unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see it in 4K. The broadcast will not be in that high of quality, but you will get to see the full entirety of my screen. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? I'm going to go ahead and get some music started right here, and we'll get on into it. So yeah, we're just going to, I guess, go ahead and hit play. And I'm going to turn it down for myself. And I'm going to make sure the audio level is good for you guys. Hopefully it is. Let me go ahead and click back to here. The audio levels might be a little bit high. I'm going to turn them down just a tad bit there. But hopefully that does sound good. Hopefully you can hear the music. Hopefully the ads don't drive you too crazy once you get them. Hey, what's going on, PP? What's good? What's good? Hopefully the mic sounds better today. I hope. What's going on, man? How's it going? And why do you come in saying my name? What's going on? What happened? What happened, man? I have some amazing news. I'm bald again, JK. Nah, man. I mean, hey, if you want to go bald, go for it. But I'm not going to encourage you to go bald. Just do what you want to do. But I do have to say, I definitely enjoy being bald. It's way easier. Makes life a whole lot easier for me. All right. So, the idea behind today's stream is I'm going to start up playing a little bit of Raid Shadow Legends. And then I'm going to try and do audio software stuff. No, I said bailed. Oh, guess what? I bailed again. Sorry, bailed. Got you. Hey, step dyslexia. Sorry, man. You bailed again? No, JK. So you didn't bail. You asked. So what did she say? You didn't give me an answer yet. Yes, I misread that, but what did she say? I'm going to go ahead and start up Raid Shadow Legends, but you should tell me what she said. All right, we're going to go ahead and minimize here. We're going to go ahead and minimize here. We're going to go ahead and minimize here. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, shoot, I forgot to change us off of Apex Legends. So let me see if I can do that while we're live. See if I can do that. Update title. It's probably not going to actually update, but it's fine. It might not update live, but it might. You never know. All right, so that's cool. We got that handled. Go ahead and minimize here for now. So despite the class being quiet, I asked the girl, and she said she likes me. Nice. Did she say yes to going out with you? She said she likes you. Did she say yes to going out with you, though? Like being your girlfriend? That's a whole... Her liking you is not a yes to dating you. So yeah, this is BlueStack Multi-Instance Manager. It allows you to play multiple versions of BlueStack, aka have open basically 3 different phones. Okay, and so like I can have 2 phones that are playing Raid Shadow Legends and another phone playing 7 Deadly Sins. So we're gonna go ahead and get that started. Start up all of our multiple instances of BlueStacks right here. Bam, bam, and bam. And then we're going to go ahead and open this one up and minimize it, or close it. We don't need it once they're all open. So we're going to start up Raid Shadow Legends. This is Raid Shadow Legends for the Bro account. We're going to go ahead and start that up and minimize it. This is the main BlueStack instance. So we're going to go ahead and open up 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross on that one. Once it's done doing its thing, we will maximize it and then minimize it. and then we are going to go here and start out with my main account playing some Raid Shadow Legends. But yeah, anyways. Now I seriously don't know what to do because of COVID, but like we talked for a bit. Yeah. Okay, so she did say yes to being your girlfriend. I'm not going to tell you what to do physically. You can only do what is comfortable to you. But I know what I do in that situation. So yeah, I mean, go out, you know. See, it's weird. It's so weird trying to give advice on that because it's so long ago. The first time I had like a fresh relationship, like it's kind of one of those things, right? It's like riding a bike. The more relationships you have, the more you're just going to be able to kind of know how to feel the situation and know when to do what. So yeah, like it's one of those things that the more you know, the easier it's going to be, but it's hard to like describe how to know a feeling. And then the other thing is that if she's not experienced either, she might not be giving off the right signals. Like, I know how to interpret signals but even though I know how to interpret the signal of what to do, she has to be giving off the signal. And if she's not giving off the signal, I won't do it, obviously. But if she's not giving off the signal because she doesn't know, like, that's a really straightforward way of saying it, but it's not that simple, if that makes any sense. So it's, like, hard to tell you what to do without, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you just got to feel out the situation. And when in doubt, ask. That's kind of the big thing here. Okay, so I do not like spending money on mobile phone games, but the reason why I haven't done anything on Raid Shadow Legends and gotten to that little tangent is because this pack is actually an extremely good value. It is $3. So, unfortunately, I do not have any money tied to this computer that this system can access. So in order to buy this pack, I will have to momentarily open up Raid Shadow Legends on my phone, buy this pack, and then come back on the computer. But the reason why I'm buying this pack is because in Raid Shadow Legends, there are a few things that are really important, which is getting champions, leveling up champions, gearing those champions, and then using clan boss keys, which is really important to help out your clan. Well, this chicken will help you level up. This XP boost will help you level up. This will help you get champions. This will help you level up. This will help you level up. And this will help you gear. And this will help your clan. Really, this is the only thing in this pack that's not super valuable, but it is one of the things that you need to do eventually. It's kind of like there's different grinds to a game, and this material is used for a really, really long-term, kind of more late-game focused grind. But I am in the late game, so I do need these. So basically, I need everything in this pack. Now, if you do play Raid Shadow Legends, which I know you don't, but if anybody watching this in the future does play Raid Shadow Legends, how I determine what this is worth, because they say it's worth $6, but is it really worth $6? Like, you know, some games scam like that. This is actually, I would say, closer to being worth, like, a little bit more than that, to be honest with you. These are about $1 a piece, realistically. Like, they charge more than that, and when they're on sale, they're at about $1 a piece. Like, that's like the bare minimum price you're gonna see. Clan boss keys, it's hard to really staple down a value. If you do buy them in-game, they're about 100 gems. I believe 100 gems comes out to about like $2. We can look, actually. We can just look at the price. I don't see anything else in those other two offers that are of good value. So, let's see. This is the cheapest offer you can get right here. And it comes with 850 gems, 49. Oh wait, that's not the cheapest offer. This is the cheapest offer that you can get that comes with gems. $9, you're looking at 270 gems. And those clan boss keys come out to about 100. So this is one ancient shard, less silver, and it's technically, if you convert those keys to gems, it's about the same amount of gems.
Hey, it's me.
So, and it's half the price. So comparing it to this is a pack you can buy 5 per month. That's always going to be there. Great deal in comparison to this. I'm also wondering if there's a gem shop over here that you can buy other stuff. I don't think so. Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay. So the cheapest bundle you can buy of gems is over here, $4 for 175. So those 2 clan boss keys, according to this, are worth at least $5. So yeah, basically that deal is an amazing deal. So I am going to go to Raid Shadow Legends on my phone. I'm going to get these 2 offers, and oh yeah, how I determine if it's a good deal though, I've got an idea of if it's a good deal in my mind, but there is a guy called Chosen, Chofly Mobile, whatever his name is. It's one of those 2. If you search it on YouTube, you'll find him. But he does a lot of Raid Shadow Legends content, and he has a value calculator. As long as it's over like a 4.0, it's probably worth buying if you're willing to spend any money. I am, because it's only $3 and I play this game so much that it's kind of worth it for me to, you know, make my life a little bit easier, right? So, log in. What? I logged in on here. It should have logged me out on here, but it instantly logged me back in on here. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So now I am on my phone playing Raid Shadow Legends. I'm going to buy these 2 offers, and then we'll be right back into it. Okay, bang, bang, and there's the offer. Okay, so I am done purchasing those 2 items. There we go. All right, now we can log back in from the phone. I do have to check a message on Discord right quick. All right, I think we're good there. Oh, need to read this, I guess. All right. So, we are going to press re-log in and be good. Okay. I thought you were going to sound pissed when I said bailed. Nah, man. I mean, like, I'll judge you, but I'm not gonna sound pissed. I'm not gonna judge you for it though. Like, sometimes it's hard for you to have courage, and you know, you just gotta do it sometimes, and sometimes people just don't want to do it. Okay, so now that I bought those offers in Raid, we can click up here. And this is where it all came to. You can see it says new. So we're going to go ahead and collect all the things that don't go bad. AKA like these have a 1-day boost. Those will go bad once we collect them. Also the energy, as long as we're full, we're not generating energy. So it's not really worth collecting those until we need to. So we're going to leave those in our inventory, and it's not worth collecting these until we're able to use them either. So we're collecting all the things, there we go, that we need to collect right now. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the extent of what I do whenever I buy it, and then I use the resources as I need them. That's pretty much how that goes. All right, we're gonna buy some stuff in here, and then I am going to try and do a few runs right quick, get us to where we're back generating energy and hopefully generating arena tokens as well. Then I'm gonna try and jump into a clan boss. Arena, I think, is going to be faster, and or it's going to be harder to find an enemy, so we're going to go ahead and refresh here. It is not harder to find an enemy. All right. We are going to go with this guy, and hopefully he does not destroy me. Okay. I think it was kind of awkward on her side, but I got through, thankfully. Well, I mean, it's going to be, especially if she's not really experienced with dating and you're not really experienced with dating, it's going to be awkward. There's going to be awkward times. The more and more you guys hang out and date each other, the less awkward it's going to get, the more comfortable you're going to be with each other. So it's probably going to be awkward. You just got to, you know, push through it a little bit. Hopefully she can get over the awkwardness, because if she can't, that's usually not going to last. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, we're going to do one more fight. I'm going to try and fight this guy. This might be a hard fight. I don't think we'll lose, but there's a chance we lose this. All right. Oh yeah, but how's the mic sound? You haven't commented on the mic. Hopefully it sounds better today. I think it's kind of okay. Anyways, I got my math papers back, and like, yikes, it's not looking too good. What do you mean? If you got it back, you should know how it's looking. Hopefully, like, I'm sorry, it sounds like you didn't do so good, but you should know you got the paper back. I mean, it's fine, and I don't care about getting high, but I got a 60 when I was expecting more for my calculator paper. I actually got less, like way less. Oh, geez. Oy. Well, hopefully she grades on a curve. I mean, you got a 60, but is that what's put in the grade book, or is that like what she wrote on your paper? Because hopefully she grades with a curve. Don't look behind you. I wasn't worried at all. In fact, I was pretty confident. But yeah, I think thank the Lord of Holy Stars. Okay. Or well, I'm gonna say stars instead of what you said. Oh yeah, I didn't realize the mic. Yeah, it's fixed, and 60%. Oh jeez, man. That's hard to hear, man. I'm sorry. 60% in the grade book. Oy. Man, well, it is, no, because a 70 would be a C. So it's a D. It's not an F. It's not a fail. It's a D. But yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Hopefully your overall grade doesn't tank too bad from that. I mean, if you had an A all semester, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, man. But yeah, as long as you had a decent grade all semester, that 60 shouldn't affect you too terribly bad. Depending on how it's weighted, I guess. Because there are college courses that I took that it's weighted where it was basically you could get an A all semester. And then if you got a C on the midterm and a C on the final, your grade was going to be a C. If you got like a C on the midterm and a B on the final, your grade was probably going to be a C. Like, that's how heavily weighted it was in those two exams. Basically, those two exams were over half of your grade. So it was like, basically, you could, as long as you were confident in your ability to ace those two exams, you never had to do any work because it was over 50% of your grade. So it was like, it was really stupid that that's how it was weighted. Basically, you could get an A all semester, and if you fail the exams, you fail the course. Like, that was, to me, that was kind of, it was kind of dumb because it was like a lot of people just never, like, classes that were structured like that, people just didn't show up. They just didn't, because they were like, why do I show up and do work all semester? I can just show up to the midterm and show up to the final. As long as I ace those two, I don't really care. So, yeah. Anyways, college is really stupid. They change. There was another course, though, that was on the opposite end of the spectrum, which I actually did like that course because I'm a hard worker and will show up to class. So there was another one that the midterm and the final were only 10% of your grade. So as long as you ace everything throughout the semester, you were going to ace the class, or at least get a B. You could completely fail, get a 0 on the final two tests, and you were still going to you could still get up to like a 90 in the class, which is an A. So it was like, basically, I loved that class. And what's sad, though, is I still didn't get an A. I ended up getting a B in that class. So. But, you know, I didn't get a 0 on the two finals, though. I just got lower marks. I wasn't getting an A all the time or 100 on all the daily tasks. So, anyways, in fact, everyone else got 40s and 30s mostly. Oh, geez. See, here's the thing I hate about teaching. If everyone else got 30s and 40s and you got a 60, that's not your fault. That's the teacher's fault. I've said this before about a class I was in. I went to a college class where Anatomy and Physiology 1. In Anatomy and Physiology 1, they said 30% of you will not pass. That's not their fault. If either one of two things is happening, either you're not teaching the class properly, or you're letting in people into that program that are not qualified to be in that program. Their test scores are not high enough. If 30% of people are not passing, that's not on them. If most of your class is getting 30s and 40s, that's not on them. That's on the teachers. That's not on you guys. And then, well, what gets worse is they said 30% of people will not pass this class when I went into Anatomy and Physiology 1. Keep in mind, you have to pass Anatomy and Physiology 1 to then take Anatomy and Physiology 2. Well, first day of Anatomy and Physiology 2, completely separate teacher, he told me 20% of people will not pass this class, day 1. So you're telling me 50% of people will not pass this program, 30% of people can't make it past 1, and 20% of people, because you had to have passed 1 to get into 2, 20% of people won't pass 2? That's not, if 50% of people are not passing your program, that's not on the people not passing the program. That's on you guys. That's on the teacher for either not teaching it properly or the administrators for letting in people that are not qualified to take that course. That's what that is. 50% failure rate is not on the students. That's on you. And same thing, if most of a class is getting 30s and 40s, that stuff aggravates me so much. When a teacher says, oh, my students are dumb. No, your students are not dumb. You're teaching that class wrong. If most of your students are getting that bad of a grade, that's you. That's the teacher. And hopefully they can internalize that and take that in and actually, face the fact that that's on them, not on their students, if that's how bad it is. College is a little bit different because they don't have control over their students. When it comes to administration just lets people in, and I get that, but the teachers really need to have a sit-down discussion with administrators and say, hey, you're letting in people into these classes that are not good enough. You need to raise the qualifications for them to get into these classes. That's what they need to do. But anyways, in my entire year, because most of my school is dumb and try to be wannabe roadmen being the European term for what Americans would call gangsters, to those of you who are not Londoners or people from the UK. Roadmen are hipsters of London. I heard they were more like gangsters, not hipsters. Like they were like trying to be thugs, aka gangsters. Hipster is more like where like cool nerd. That the term hipster in America refers to like trying to be cool nerdy dude. That's what that is. A hipster. So yeah. No, it's mainly the kids' fault. Teachers are doing fine. ICL. Well, apparently not, because you got a 60. You're not trying to be a gangster. Not trying to be a roadman. You're trying to actually study, and you got a 60. If you're trying to actually work and figure it out, and you didn't get at least an 80, then to me that sounds like it is. That's what that sounds like. Okay, so we did do our our battle tokens. We did use 2 of those. We're gonna jump on in over here and do a couple of runs through here, and then we'll come back and do clan boss keys once we've used a little bit of energy. We're gonna click start here. We're gonna click start here. We're gonna click over here, which brings up our macro recorder right here, and we're gonna go ahead and go down to here and click here. What that is gonna do, this is labeled spider, because spider usually takes me quite a bit of time. Basically what this is going to do is about every minute or so, it's going to basically take my mouse and go down here and click replay. That's kind of the idea. So it's going to replay the stage for me, and hopefully we use a little bit of energy, so that way we can be generating a little bit of energy. Now we can switch over to the other Raid Shadow Legends account. And although this is my secondary account, I do not spend any money, period, on this account. So even though this offer is amazing, and I do get it on this account, we're not buying it. Okay, so, teachers are doing fine. Teachers can't be bothered. They're trying too hard to become roadmen or act hard and stuff, having social circles and stuff. I mean, that's in general. That's most high schools. Most high schools in America, you're gonna run into that same thing. There's a lot of kids, like, to me, I don't understand how you could fail high school in America, at least my high school. I don't understand how you could fail unless you just straight up don't show up and don't do the work, like, and refuse to take a test. Like, you just sit there and wait for the time to be over and don't fill out anything. Like, I don't understand how you could fail an American high school. I don't. I could see how you could not ace it. I could see how you could get B's and C's and D's, but like failing, I don't understand. And there were a few people in my high school that did fail. But yeah, I just don't like. It doesn't make sense, at least in American high school. All right. But most of those kids that did fail, I do have to say, most of them were doing drugs. So even the drug dealers and the kids that liked to party and did a little bit of drugs, the ones that basically just weren't addicted to doing drugs, basically those kids even passed. Like barely, but they still passed. But there are some kids, like the really, really hard druggies, those ones didn't pass. They failed hard. All right, so on this account, this is my secondary Raid Shadow Legends account. I'm not really trying to do much with this account. This account kind of is like, I'm just kind of maintaining it. I got it from somebody who got me a reward, and they said they were done playing the game. So I just kind of took it over, and now I'm just kind of like in maintenance phase, like trying to, so like I basically just come in here and we're gonna, I guess, run Spider today, and we're gonna just kind of click here and let it go. We're gonna hope that we get some rewards. We might not get anything, but we might get some stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and go here, here, and that one's good. We're good on that one. All right. I'm just into gaming, so I don't do as well. Well, I don't know. To me, that still sounds like it's a teacher thing. But yeah, I gotta say, 2 of my teachers are absolutely terrible at their jobs, and expect more. Well, you know, and you're gonna run into that. One of my worst teachers, she basically said, if you don't bribe me, you will not pass this class. Luckily, unfortunately, I couldn't get her fired while I was going to school there, but she was fired pretty much immediately after I left, like right as soon as I went in. So that was my freshman year of high school. My sophomore year of high school, she wasn't there. So luckily, if they do something illegal, you can get them fired. But if they're just terrible teachers, you're gonna run into that. Unfortunately, not much. But I got like 10 teachers. Yeah, I think in high school I had, let's see, I had 4, 5, 6. I think I had 6 teachers per semester, so I had in total 10 a year. But I never had 10 like at one time. All right, I'm gonna drag this over here so I can chat real quick. My French teacher absolutely sucks, and because she sucks, my entire class bullies her and stuff, and we just mess about in French, throw pins at each other, and also at the teacher. LOL. Hey man, EU should have died in the Black Plague. Oh jeez. Well, I don't know how much you pay attention to politics, and I don't like getting into politics too much. But apparently, Russia said they might nuke you guys, so, or at least nuke your naval vessels. So, you know, I wouldn't wish death too much upon people, because it very well could happen in the near future. Hopefully it doesn't, but Russia's getting a little ballsy, for lack of a better term, when it comes to threatening to use the nukes that they claim to have. Yeah. I don't know. Roadmen are hippie gangsters. Hippie has a different term, I think, than what you're using in the U.S. The U.S., when you say the term hippie, hippie is referring to like a guy that likes to walk around out in nature barefoot, usually pretty dirty, probably gonna stink a little bit, thinks that he can bathe in nature without using soap, probably gonna have dreads, usually smokes a lot of weed, but not in the, like, when I think gangsters smoking weed, they're smoking weed to party. Hippies are smoking weed to like meditate and sit in the woods. That's how hippies are smoking weed. So I don't know if you're using it in this, using the term hippie gangster in the way an American would understand the term hippie gangster. Most roadmen are wannabes. I'm not actually trying to study. I was just born smart. Okay, well. JK, I just went, wait, what? I just went tuition for last year in internet, learned a year ahead. Refresh my memory. Every now and then when exams come. Basically, what it sounds like you're saying is you study the material ahead of time, and then before a test, you just like basically each class refreshes you on the information, and then you study a little bit before the test because you already learned it like a year before. I mean, that's a good way to do it. I just, like, me personally, I could not do that. I can't teach myself anything. Like, I can, like, you give me a YouTube video and the thing I need to do, I'll do it. But I probably won't retain much. I'll be able to retain enough to, like, maybe fix a problem, but I might have to reference back to the how to do it thing. So, I don't know. I'm just not good at teaching myself anything. Most of the kids probably don't bother revising, studying. Only when exams come, they just revise like a bit and then don't do it. Yeah, I don't know. C's and D's are a failure to me. Me as well. A D, I wouldn't say a C is a failure. So here's the way I look at it. A is like, okay, that class was easy. I got an A. A B is like, okay, that was a grind, but at least I got a B. A 3.0 GPA is fine with me. Once I get into C, C is like, okay, that class I bit off a little bit more than I could chew if I get a C. To me, a D is failure. But like I've said before, I got 2 C's the entire time I was in high school. One of those C's was with that really bad math teacher. The other one was with Latin 2, and that one was I bit off. But yeah, to me, D is failure. But I believe in college, technically speaking, like if you're in a program that you're trying to get a degree for, technically I think a D is passing. Like you can, C's and D's get degrees. That's a phrase that people say in America. I believe a D is passing. For me, it's not passing though, especially right now, because I've got to get a degree and then go to another program. Well, to get into that program, they're going to look at my grades, so I have to have good grades. Basically, it's like, you know, it's C's and D's do get degrees, but you have to be in the degree program to get the degree. So, like, I've got to get 1 degree here, then get a degree here, then get a degree here, and then get a degree here. Like, all the way over here in the future. So, basically, at every step aside from the last one, I need to get B's and A's. In the last one, C's and D's can get degrees, for sure, but for me, C's and D's do not get degrees because I need multiple different degrees, one of which chains into the other. Like if I was trying to get a gender study degree and a math degree, it wouldn't, getting C's and D's in both wouldn't really matter because one doesn't tie into the other. But for my situation where one builds upon the next, I do have to get A's and D's. In our country, we are done with the ABC grinding system now, or grading system. Now there are grades with numbers, and there's a minus, meaning you just about on the level and equal side, to show you're on level, and plus to show you're working ahead to the next grade. So example 7 minus. Okay. Yeah, so that sounds way more complicated to me than it needs to be. I don't see why they don't just do like the 4-point grading scale. So like an F is a fail, A is a 4, B is a 3, C is a 2, D is a 1, failure is a 0. You got an F or below, you failed. So I don't see why they don't just stay to that system. To me, like saying, oh, I got a 3.6 over, or I think I ended up with like a 3.8. I think I got a 3.8 overall GPA. That means I was pretty close to a straight A student, right? Like that means I was pretty close to, acing everything. And then obviously that's harder to do whenever it comes to like AP and honors courses. But the way that works in America is an AP course, an A in an AP course is worth a 6, and an A in an honors course is worth a 5. So if you took all honors or all AP courses, you could graduate with a 6. And there is a kid in my school who graduated with like a 5.2. So he took all honors and AP courses from the second he came in. So it is entirely possible, but for the average student, a 4.0 is like the max GPA you can get. That's part of the reason why my grade was so good. I got B's in honors courses, which counted as A's in regular courses. That's part of the reason why I had such a good GPA graduating from high school. Means you're working just about at a 7, but can drop. Okay. 8 means you're working above, or 8 plus means you're working above, and 8 can move up to a 9. Highest grade you can get is a 9 plus. Okay. Well, that sounds way more complicated than just saying what you have. See, the reason why I don't like that grading system is because it's attributing potential. I can't judge your potential based off of, because your teachers usually don't see you for more than 1 semester, let alone a year, let alone into the next year. So saying your potential for what you can do in the next one, saying, oh, you didn't quite do good, or you're right at where you need to be, or, oh, you're so much better than you need to be for the next course. I don't know. It looks like it's attributing potential to you that I don't think they have a good enough judge of the situation to actually give. I don't know. That's just me. My friends are beefing, and I have to back them. LOL. Oh, geez. Well, hopefully you don't end up getting in a physical altercation from this. Okay, so one of the other things we were talking about, let me go ahead and pull this back up. I'm going to stop this from running because we should have used most of our energy. And once this is done, I'm going to go over and start a clan boss key. But this software, you guys have seen me talking about this yesterday. This is called Voicemeeter. What this allows me to do is very basically, it allows me to do a function that I wasn't able to do before, which was that I could press this button right here, and it makes it to where I don't hear the sound of the music, but you guys still hear it. Basically allowing me to play a video game and still have audio and be able to hear where everybody is more accurately than I would if I was playing music. But I don't have to pause the music from you guys. I don't have to hear the music. I can hear audio cues, and you guys get to hear the music. You won't necessarily hear the audio cues I'm hearing, but that doesn't really matter too much when it comes to watching game content. I'm the one that has to be able to hear it and react. So that was like the very basic setup. I got it set up to where I can do that. Oh geez, my clan already took down clan boss without me. Back to that in a second. Let's see what we get here. These are my rewards from clan boss from yesterday. That is okay, I guess. And then we've got one more reward here, and it was trash. We didn't get anything that was that great today. We're gonna go ahead and go here and here and here. Basically, I set it up with that functionality. That was the main reason why I got it. But I want to make it a little bit more advanced, right? I want to be able to do other stuff than just make it to where I don't have to listen to the music, but you guys can. So one of the things I was wanting to do is incorporate that piece of software, this guy right here, incorporate Voicemeeter into this piece of software right here, which is the Stream Deck. Basically, I want to be able to control this piece of software with this piece of software that has integration into a piece of hardware. Basically, I can press a button. You can see my mouse is not going to click anything here. I can press this button, and it affects this software. I can press a button in hardware and do it. So the idea is that I want to be able to control this software through the one piece of hardware that I've got, and that integration is super complicated. It's not complicated to somebody who's good with computers, but to me it is. Basically, it's to the level, not that I have to get into coding, but I do have to know see, it's a bad term, it's a bad phrase, it's a bad way of saying this, but I have to know a code to put in to allow me to do something. Because here's the thing. Let me go ahead and minimize here. Let me go ahead and close here because this is done, and then pull this back up. The reason why this is complicated is because one of the things that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to, there's nothing tied to this, so we're good here. One of the things I want to be able to do is I want to be able to do this. Well, as you can see, you have to click and move this. There is no option anywhere in here to be able to click a button and have it move down in increments. So I basically I don't have to program, but I kind of have to like program in a functionality to be able to move this without, like, because there's no way for me to press a button on that Stream Deck and have it click and drag. I basically have to program in a way to make it basically because I can't click here. If I click, I can't click and have it move. If I click, I can drag, I can click and drag, but I can only click and drag from anywhere. So there's no way to click and have it bump down. So I've got to program in that ability. So that's really complicated. The other thing I need to do is I need to have the ability to click these buttons here. And I can find no program that is accurate enough to figure out how to click these. The other thing I'm trying to do, so that's two pieces of complicated things that I'm trying to do with this hardware that I'm trying to interact with the software through hardware. So that's two things that I'm trying to do that are really complicated. The other thing I'm trying to do is right now I have this set up, so this is how you guys hear me. This is my audio right here. My audio is going to B2. B2 is going through, I believe B2 goes through here. Or no, B2, no. So anyways, this goes through B2. B2 is over here. This is B2. So you can see mix down B, right? So this is going to B2, this is going to B1, this is going to B1, this is going to B1, this is going to B1. We've got nothing on these, so these don't really matter. Basically, what this is doing is this is separating my audio track to B2, my voice, and then everything else is going to B1. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and have some things go to B3. And then these are the Bs right here. You can see normal mode, mix down B, normal mode. Basically, everything you guys are listening to goes through B1. As you can see here, B1, B1. The only thing that's separated is my audio. So I can control what you guys hear through these two physical and virtual gains. That's the music. As you can see, the music changes, and then if I stop talking, this one is my audio track. When I stop talking, it'll go down. As you can see, though, this one doesn't go down. So basically what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and separate out and be able to use all three of these. The idea behind that functionality would be that I want to be able to control game sound, music and video sound, and my sound all independently through this software. But the other thing is that if I pull up OBS, as you'll see here, here is me. When I stop talking, obviously you can see that tank. This is the music, which I want to be able to control. Again, same thing as the other piece of software. There's no integration that I can find that I can actively move these up and down. So I have to program that in for not only Voicemeeter, but also OBS. So that's the other thing I'm trying to figure out is I've figured out a way to do it on Voicemeter. I haven't figured out a way quite yet how to do it on OBS. Figuring it out and implementing it are a whole different thing. But I've figured it out on Voicemeter. I haven't implemented it yet. But essentially what I also want to be able to control is I want to be able to control in the software what you guys hear, what I hear, and then like a master volume. So basically because the reason why is if I want to turn the music up for everybody, including me, and I want to jam out, I just want to be able to press a button and it goes up and then we both hear it at the same level. But then I also want to be able to say we're down here and you guys want the music to be louder. If I'm in Apex, there's nothing I can do about it. So unless I'm operating through the Stream Deck. For some reason, if I click on anything else with my mouse, Apex freaks out. But if I click on something with this software here, the Stream Deck, Apex doesn't freak out. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it to where through hardware, you guys want the music to be louder, I can adjust the music up and then basically make it to where I don't hear it at all, or turn it up and down independently of what you guys hear. And then also, so say I turn you guys up and you guys want it to be louder and I want it to be louder, I need to be able to either bring my levels up to your levels or bring both the levels up in tandem with each other. Really, like, I don't know if I'm describing it in the right way, but it might sound complicated, but like I feel like I'm dumbing it down. It's more complicated than I'm making it sound. So yeah, basically I'm trying to make it to where I can mute it for you guys and I can still listen to it. For instance, like if somebody's saying something in Discord, say I'm trying to join a private match and there's a code. I don't want you guys to hear that, but I want you guys to hear my Discord normally. I want to be able to click a button and have Discord the way I can click a button and have it to where you guys listen to music and I can't. I want to have that same functionality for you guys so I can click a button and you guys can't hear what my Discord's saying, but I can. So essentially I'm trying to hard separate my audio from your guys' audio and yet leave them combined in a third option. I'm trying to have three options: my audio, your audio, and a master audio. Be able to move them all in tandem and or be able to move them individually for everything. And what I mean by everything is I mean like game volume levels, my audio levels, music audio levels, chat audio levels when it comes to like Discord and game chat. Like basically that's why I stayed up all last night, was trying to get those things working basically. So one of the So basically what I've been able to do so far is I've been able to do this. This will, oh wait, no, that's not what I was trying to do. I was able to get this so far, which is these two. You can see these two right here. They don't work yet. But those are going to be able to allow me to adjust a specific channel. Probably going to be this is, which section was this? This was my sound. So this is going to allow me to adjust music up and down for me, hopefully without adjusting it for you guys. And then in the middle here, I'm going to try and program, obviously these don't work quite yet, but I'm going to try and make this, make it unhear it. So I can make it to where just for me, I do and don't hear it. This is your guys' sound. I'm going to try and have these two be functionality of adjusting volume level for you guys, independent of volume level in, you can see OBS down here. I'm going to try and make this be able to be adjusted for music, but this be an adjustment for like master sound. That's kind of the idea. And then I've got to program in a whole separate section. These are all voice meter controls. I need to program in a whole different, or get in a whole different section for OBS sound. Or wait, no, these are OBS. Sorry, these are OBS, not voice meters. So if I click this button here, if I click this one, I'm going to click it with my finger on the Stream Deck. It's going to mute me on OBS. So this, you can see this is the channel for Discord and comments. It's going to do that to my voice. So I should be able to click this one and it'll mute me down here as if I clicked here. But we're going to leave my mouse right here in the middle. All right, so that button works. And basically this is these other two mute in Discord. So this will mute music right here, and this will mute Discord independently. It mutes all three of these channels. So that's integration. Stream Deck integration into OBS is way easier than Voice Meter because it was set up to do that. My brain went somewhere for a second that I was gonna go on a tangent, and I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Shoot. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something that I can't remember now. Yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do. I spent a whole lot of time thinking about so that's what I want to be able to do. It took me probably, I want to say 6 hours trying to not only figure out exactly what I'm trying to do, but then figure out how to do it. And I still haven't even implemented it. That was the idea behind what I was going to try and do in today's stream. But it's just like, I'm in so over my head at this point that it's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I do have to say, unfortunately, I do have a 6-tile stream deck. And this is one of the problems. If you consider getting a stream deck anytime in the near future, I would consider getting a bigger one. Stream decks got way more expensive. I think I paid $60 for mine. Mine now costs closer to $90. And the bigger version, I want to say, cost like $80 back in the day. It's now like $150. And the biggest version, I think, was $120. And it's like $250 now. So, yeah, if you do plan on getting a stream deck, they are ridiculously expensive. I don't know if I could recommend it at those prices. I don't know, but this is one of the reasons why I would say get a bigger stream deck. Is you think it's got 6 tiles, and you're like, oh yeah, I could get away with 6 tiles. The problem is that in certain particular situations, aka most situations, the more and more use you try and use the stream deck, once you get into a file like this, you really only have 5 spaces, because this one's just gonna bring you back. So you essentially only have 5 spaces to actually work with. Like this, for instance, this is a functionality, this is a functionality, this is a functionality, this is a functionality, and this is a functionality. All this allows me to do is switch, so that way I can have more functionality in different places. But yeah, and then this section here is also a master section. So if I click play pause, this plays and pauses the music for everybody. So this is like, I was talking about having a your audio, my audio, and a master section. This would be a section that would be like the master section. This plays and pauses it for everybody. So in the attempt to separate out all the audio channels, I'm getting there, but man, setting it up in the basic version that I had it set up yesterday is really easy. Getting it set up to do all the program in all the features that I want is massively complicated. Like it's a pain in the butt. But that's what I've been working on outside of stream. Unfortunately, I haven't been editing videos, but hopefully that does improve, minutely improve the content quality on the stream. That is what I'm hoping for. The good thing is as long as the software doesn't freak out and like delete itself, once I get this stuff set up, I should never have to worry about it again. It should just be good forever once I get it set up, as long as, you know, nothing crazy happens. But I'm talking about, I'm doing this instead of editing videos when I probably should be editing videos to put up for you guys. I might have to, because of how much time I'm putting into figuring this out, I might have to make a video out of it. So also I should say though, the only reason why I'm hesitant to make a video is because there's an easier solution to this than what I'm doing, which is a Go XLR. But a Stream Deck is $80 and the software is free. A Go XLR is $500, and I think honestly I can get more functionality out of this software than I can from a Go XLR, because a Go XLR only has 4 channels of audio, whereas this, I have 5 channels of input audio. Like so a Go XLR has 4 channels of audio. One of them is forced to be you, so it technically only has 3 channels of audio, not including you. Whereas me, I have my audio and 5 channels. Once, of course, you have to have plugins to fit. So like this is an audio cable that you get for free from the same people who make this software. And then I downloaded another piece of software that should give me another one. But essentially, instead of having basically 3, I can have 4. So I can have slightly more functionality. And also, I don't think on a Go XLR, you have all this functionality down here. You might, but I don't know. And so it's like, essentially, this is way more complicated, but it's free and possibly has more functionality. So, if anybody's trying to stream, basically, I'm going to hopefully at some point, once I figure out how to do it, I'm going to release a video basically saying, this is how I have mine set up exactly. Because I feel like the video that I watched to help me get this set up in the first place said, oh yeah, this is how you do this. This is how you can separate your track from the audio track and then make it to where your stream can listen to music so you don't have to. That's all the video told me how to do. Useful, definitely a good tool to have, but having all this utility and only that one functionality, it's not really worth it to me. I mean, technically I did separate out voice chat, but like, how often am I going to use that? Essentially, Discord's going to stay muted most of the time. And like the video game, I'm not going to be able to change audio unless I can do that myself. Like, the video I watched gave me like bare bones functionality to be able to make it to where you guys can listen to music and I don't have to. I'm trying to make it to where I can get the full use out of this and be able to manipulate audio in every way, shape, or form, except for voice changing. Because I can do, with this software as well, I can do voice changing. So as you can see here, there is a reverb, a delay, different external frequencies, and comp and gate. So this is like essentially fine-tuning audio, and you can do color panel, voice, low, and high. You can adjust, basically, you can make yourself sound better than the quality of mic that you have, as long as the microphone has the capability to detect the frequencies in the first place. I am not going to change my voice because I don't know how to change it back. It would be very hard to do. But essentially, you can mess with stuff here. You said change your voice. I'm not going to get into that. That is way more complicated than I am willing to dive into, because I'm not for sure I'd be able to fix everything back once I changed it. But you can also see over here, you can do a bunch of stuff, reverb and delay over here when it comes to recording. Essentially, this software has way more functionality than I will be able to use, but I'm thinking about trying to get more functionality out of the software than what I have right now. And then once I get that functionality, creating a video basically saying, here is why I made this more complicated for myself, and here's how to do it for yourself. I plan on doing a video like that at some point. Anyways, okay, so I went on a little bit of a tirade, a little bit of a rant there about the software, but I had to talk about it a lot because if you guys have been wondering what I've been doing with my time, aside from occasionally playing video games and going to the gym, this is basically what I've been spending and working on, other stuff. But when it comes to stream stuff, this is what I've been spending like 90% of my time trying to do, is increase the functionality of this software past the baseline of being able to separate music from me and you. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. I am going to read the last few comments here, and we have reached the hour mark, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up, because aside from trying to program this stuff out, which it's really hard to program something into this software, for instance, that moving, this slider thing, that's really hard to do. The other thing that I've got to do is essentially I need to have, have music playing. Oh yeah, this is why I thanked you in Discord the other day, PP, is because you set up that music channel, and that music channel is really helpful because instead of having to get in a Discord call with somebody and say, hey, just talk for 30 minutes in a Discord call, so that way I can test audio levels. Instead of that, I can go into the Discord, have it play music, and then use the music levels to determine audio levels. So that has helped me out a bunch when it comes to figuring out how loud Discord is and where the Discord audio is going. So I know the Discord audio is coming from Discord, going through this audio cable here, this virtual audio cable, and it's coming out here, and down here because everything comes through here right now, aside from me. So like I'm able to route where it's going, right? I need to basically have Discord open, a game open, a game. It doesn't matter if it's Apex. It's actually easier if it's not Apex. So I need to have my mic going, music going, Discord going, and a game going. It's like, so essentially it's very spastic when it comes to like, it's kind of overwhelming, like sensory overload is what happens whenever it comes to trying to figure out anything, because essentially you've got all these different audio frequencies playing at once and you're trying to like figure out how to separate them. Essentially programming in slider functionality and just finding the lanes of audio is hard to do on its own. Essentially, I would do it on stream, but it's gonna be very slow progress, and it's not the most entertaining or most comforting thing to watch. It's kind of audio overload. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about, trying to do this on stream, but I just got distracted. Like it took me over I've probably been talking about this for over 30 minutes now. So if it's taking me 30 minutes to talk about it and describe it to you guys, imagine how much longer it's going to take for me to actually do it. So who knows? I highly doubt, I have a high level of doubt in my capabilities of being able to finish this over the weekend, but I am going to continue to try and work on this, at least a little bit over the course of the weekend, and hopefully I'll have more functionality by the time Monday rolls around. But today I am planning on heading to the gym in the next few minutes, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this and read the last few comments that I missed from PP, and then I'm gonna head on out of here. So before I do that though, just because we are here, I need to go ahead and start up the clan boss run before we get out of here. So bam and bam. It's amazing, like even something like this macro recorder here, you wouldn't think it would be so complicated, but it is kind of hard to do. So it's like, it's amazing how much time and effort I put into making minute changes for quality of life. For instance, this macro right here, pretty simple, but the amount of time it took me to figure out how to get it timed exactly right, and the amount of resources and the like, it's amazing how many hours I will put in to save myself 10 seconds here and there.
State Farm is there.
For instance, audio.
So what's the score?
I'm trying to spend all this time to program in a functionality to essentially make it to where if I'm listening to music, I want to not listen to music, have you guys listening to it, and then if you say, oh, we want it to be louder or quieter, I can turn it up without having, and the reason why that's good functionality for me to have is, for instance, Apex. If I click on anything else other than Apex, it freaks out. So instead of having to completely close Apex, pull back up the window of the software, adjust the audio levels to how you guys like, minimize the software, and then pull back up Apex, instead of having to do all that, ideally I'll just be able to press a button for muting it and then press a button to adjust audio levels. That's the idea. It'll save me a little bit of time on stream. But like I said, I think I spent about 6 hours last night, and it's probably going to take me another, it would not surprise me if in total it takes me another about 24 hours to get this to work. So, like I said, with this amount of a time investment, I'm probably going to make a video on it at some point if I'm successful in doing what I want to do. But, you know, that's one of the few videos, like there's, like I was talking about getting the vacation videos edited. The problem with editing the vacation videos that I have video recordings for is that the more footage that the editor has to dig through, the higher the rate is as far as what they're charging me. And I don't have a whole lot of money to pay a whole lot of editors. So essentially that video might be the first edited. The video of me talking about this software might be the first well-edited video on my channel, because essentially I think I should be able to say everything I want to say within an hour, and then get an editor to edit it down and make it look sharp. So yeah, hopefully I can get it to do what I want it to do. Hopefully I can get the video recorded, and hopefully I can get an editor for a decent price. But yeah, that's essentially my game plan of what I will be doing. Sorry about the long rant. Let me get back to reading PP's comments, and then we'll get out of here. Yeah, long-winded today. Sorry, guys. It's going down. We gonna fight? Well, hopefully it's a verbal fight and not a physical altercation. I've been in very few physical altercations in my life, and they've never ended out good. Either you get hurt, they get hurt, or somebody gets really hurt. I've never been really hurt. I've been slightly hurt, but I've never been really, really hurt. But I have really, really hurt somebody before on accident. So physical altercations are never good. You want to avoid them at all costs. Even if like me, I know I'm a bigger dude. I'm closer to 6 foot. I'm 190 pounds, and I'm fairly muscular. If I'm trying to hurt somebody, most people on the planet, I'm gonna be able to hurt them. Even with my physical injuries, the way I am injured, I'm usually gonna be able to hurt somebody. So like, I'm not worried about a physical conflict for my own safety, although I am slightly worried about my own safety. I'm worried about it in everybody's safety. Hey, Huss, what's going on, man? You're coming in right at the tail end of the stream. I went a little late today, but hey, man, I hope your life's going well. But yeah, man, physical altercation is just never a good thing. Some roadman leaders outside school were spewing trash to my friend, and I got involved into the group chat. I mean, I've had that happen before. My situation was a little bit differently. Essentially, a guy was trying to sexually assault one of my buddy's girlfriend. My buddy's girlfriend basically was getting almost sexually assaulted by this dude, and my buddy went to try and stand up to him, and so my buddy's girlfriend sexually assaulted. My buddy tried to stand up to this dude. His friends came in and beat up my friend. That's when I got involved. Ordinarily, I wouldn't get involved with my friends. Like, if there hasn't been a physical altercation in the first place, I wouldn't get involved. But him and his cronies jumped my buddy. So he said he tried to basically, my buddy then, once he recovered, basically tried to fight this dude again. He said, this time, don't bring your piece of trash friends in a little bit more colorful language. But he told me and another one of his buddies to come with him. So essentially, he went up to fight this dude. And of course, this dude brought his buddies, and they thought they were going to jump him again, so we had to come and help. So luckily, my friend was smart enough to have us there. But of course, because me and the other guy that he brought were a little bit bigger than this pipsqueak that he was trying to fight, I will say my friend that started this whole situation is a smaller dude, and the dude that he was also fighting is a smaller dude as well. But the pipsqueak over here and his friends, they were both small too. So that one actually didn't result in a fight. 'Cause, like, I'm closer to 6 foot, 100, and I was in high school, I was 175 pounds. And the other dude that my friend, the friend of my friend was also like closer to 6 foot, 175 pounds. I don't know his exact height and weight, but he was a bigger dude too. So that, luckily, that didn't result in a fight, and that kind of squashed it, because my friend basically said at this point, I'm not going to let you bully me and my girlfriend. I will have friends to back me up at this point too. So, anyways, Clipper, change your voice. Just do it. Make high pitch. Yeah, not going to do that. Sorry. But Huss here, leaving some comments. I've been on the stream since I've been having the worst pains in my life this week. Jeez, do you know what's causing it? Dang, I wish I was here earlier. Back. Hey, Huss. Guess way. Hey, Curry. Also got a girlfriend now. What? Yep. Nice. Just today, actually. I knew you would get one. All right. Well, Huss, I would like to know what's going on with the pain and what's causing it, but unfortunately, I do have to get off of here. It is currently 4:30. I need to shower and get to a store by 6. And well, actually, I need to get there by at least 5:30 because they close at 6, and the thing that I need to purchase is gonna take quite a bit of time. So, yeah, I need to get off here pretty soon. But Huss, if you would like to talk in the Discord in general chat, I'd like to know what's going on, man. I hope the pain's nothing too serious. Yeah, I'm done bullying their butts, so I'm back. What's going on, Huss? All right. Well, I do need to get out of here. I'd like to keep the conversation going in general chat, but I do have to say, because I am obviously going to do things, it's going to be harder for me to reply. But I do read everything that goes on in general chat, as long as it doesn't seem too spammy, kind of the same way I do with, the stream chat. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I got to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the next one will be on Monday. I hope to see you guys there. Have a wonderful rest of your day.